here, right now, right here, right now, right here.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys all had such an amazing working week and have an amazing weekend. You know what will make my weekend? Arsenal getting the 3 points against Burnley this Sunday at Tuft Moor. I'm expecting Arsenal to come with the intensity that they've shown in past games, and the last 5 games, if anything, we are heading so far in the right direction. New signings, I guess, even though they're on loan. You've got Pablo Mari, who I think is going to bring certainly a stillness and certainly a different attributes and different leadership to the back four, as well as obviously what we have already. But also Cedric Suarez, I think that's how you pronounce his name. I'm really sorry if I butchered his name completely, but that's that's our second signing on loan from Southampton. The other guy, Pablo Mari, came in from Flamengo, so in Brazil, and it's all pointing in the right direction. Arteta knew we needed defenders. He's outlined the 2 defenders that he wanted so far, and he's got them in. So props up, hats off to him. Can't fault him in any way. But we've got a very hard game against Burnley coming up this weekend on a Sunday, so it's not ideal. I know it's not Monday, so it's kind of, it's slightly better, but it's still not ideal. What I'm expecting regarding the game, I'm expecting a very hard test. Burnley are very organised, very hard to break down, very hard to beat at home, and they're coming off really good wins against a couple of the top teams in the league so far. So am I expecting Arsenal to be able to play the free-flowing football that we have been accustomed to sort of in the last couple of games? Probably not, because Burnley will nullify that and they will do anything and everything to try and get us playing out from the back and they will be high pressured. They will be, pressuring us as much as they physically possibly can. And I'm expecting the same from the other, exact same to the opposition. I'm expecting us to pressure high. The lineup will come later on in the video. But I mean, to be fair, lineup wise, we all know, and we all the lineup picks itself. But I will give you my lineup nonetheless. Bearing in mind my thoughts on my own and not paid to say anything or whatever. But I expect it to be a really hard game, like it has been in the past. We've struggled there at Turf Moor for quite a few seasons, and since Burnley have got better and better, I believe they're, under Sean Dyche, they're a really hard side to beat. So under Arteta, I'm expecting high press, high intensity, determination, passion and grit, all of them things. I'm expecting a strong performance from the boys, because obviously, as one does, you follow them through their training sessions and whatnot, and everything looks hunky-dory and everything looks all good. But will it be on the pitch? Well, who knows? I expect it to just be really. I think it will go down to who handles the pressure. And I know it's obviously stating the obvious, but who handles the pressure on the day the best? Because it's not a cup final, or it's not like sort of but it is still a pressured match nonetheless. I'm expecting the same lineup roughly, because he never really changes the lineup unless needs must as such. Am I expecting Pablo Mari and Cedric Suarez to come in? Well, unless Suarez or Cedric, I guess, comes in and plays at left back, that may be doing an injustice to Bukayo Saka. I reckon, to be quite honest, I don't think that will happen. I think at worst, at minimum, the 2 new loanees will be on the bench. Going from goalkeeper, Leno in goal, I'm going to go with Bellerin. I'm going to go with, obviously the returning David Luiz, Socrates, and if he's fit, hopefully Kolasinac. If he's fit, Kolasinac, but obviously failing that, we know Saka will be put in at left back. 2 holding midfielders, but then obviously this goes down to a hell of a lot of, this causes a hell of a lot of debate. It goes, to and from, everyone kind of, 1 minute they love him, 1 minute they hate him. I think the turnaround that Granit Xhaka has kind of gone through in terms of really having it off or having it hard, having it like really, really bad with the Arsenal fans, but also now, in terms of how he's performing, he's slowly winning them over. He's slowly winning them back, and the people that say otherwise are just bitter, and perhaps they've got their own agenda. I don't know. Whatever. I don't. To be fair, I don't fuck with those guys. But they're. Granit Xhaka has got to be one of the holding midfielders in terms of, just giving leadership, giving quality, and also giving distribution to the side in terms of, as I say, in terms of being in that holding position. Partnering him will be none other than Torreira. Again, what I'm hoping is Torreira, because I think with Granit Xhaka there, he frees up Torreira to be a little bit more free and not, I say explosive, but less tied down to be that holding midfielder type. I expect those two to be the holding midfielders, because I genuinely believe they are the best holding midfielders that we've got at the club. I'm not discrediting any of the other players that have played in the holding role, but I believe those two are the best, and they're showing that in current form they are showing that they perform the best together. Well, going forward, I mean, obviously, I believe Arsenal are going to play a 4-2-3-1. So I think there's going to be behind Aubameyang. I think there's going to be a 3 behind Aubameyang. In the middle of those, it's going to be Mesut Ozil. I think he doesn't need any introduction. I know he doesn't perform all that well away from home, but I think this could be the game that maybe turns a lot of people's heads. I think he's come up against a lot of unfair criticism in my eyes, but what do I know? Probably. I mean, the comments will tell you exactly that. But I reckon in the middle of those it'll be Mesut Ozil, and also to the right of those it'll be Nicolas Pepe, because the boy doesn't need no introduction. He's again like Mesut Ozil. He's a big game player, and it's high time that he starts showing it. I think he's slowly getting there. We are slowly going in the right direction with regards to the new signing, gelling, and everything. And everything's pointing upwards. On the left, I'm gonna go with Reece Nelson. I know it might shock a few, because obviously the way Martinelli has been playing, you'd probably think you'd just stick with Martinelli. And I reckon in part of my head and my heart is saying that he will, but I think he's shown a lot of faith in Nelson in terms of picking him in sort of, I wouldn't say hard games, but in intense games. So he's shown a lot of faith in Nelson, and I reckon that faith will be continued this game. And like I mentioned, the main striker being Aubameyang, coming back from a 3-game ban. We know he's not a dirty player. We know he's never out to hurt anyone. And I'm not being the whole sort of, like in terms of Spurs when they said Son got sent off, he started breaking down crying and this and that and whatever. He's not like that, or whatever. All fans will say the same about their players, no matter what. But that's the starting lineup. The bench pretty much picks itself. Martinez, Holding, Ceballos. I don't know. You know what the bench is like these days. And quite honest, the bench is strong. We're looking good. Our sole sort of core in the squad is looking good. I'm expecting Arsenal to win. I don't know about you guys. Leave it down in the comments below. If you like the video, like I said earlier on, drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new down there, or down there, wherever it is. I think it's down there. And yeah, hit your notification bell so you do not miss an upload. Boy has got more content coming. Just bear with your boy. Trust. Love. Peace. You know the rest.